Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been. Growing up with a pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, the post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3. Clark, no shortage of experience on the floor tonight. Two veteran teams going at it.
And what that screams at me, Kevin, is leadership. When you got that kind of experience, you've got leadership. We've got players on both sides who can be coaches on the floor for their respective clubs. And that's something a lot of teams don't have.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Bridges. Shot clock at 5.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
Let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
And he makes the first.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Houston. Outside, Green. Pass to Martin. He feeds it to Porter. It's Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 6. A three-pointer is right on target.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
Now the pass to Johnson. Porter against Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Smith. We played just over a minute here in the first. Martin the pass to Şengün. Over Claxton. Şengün no good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Finney-Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Houston the other way. Outside, Martin. Porter looking it over. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. Porter with it. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porter's got 6 points.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodlines.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Martin. Şengün passes to Porter. Trying driving to the basket. And it's blocked.
2 minutes.
Bridges against Green.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Bridges. Not a lot of room. Over Green. Claxton the pass to Bridges.
And Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
Second team foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
The line for the Nets, Mikal Bridges, taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. At this late stage of the season, how hard is it, Greg, for teams not to look ahead to the playoffs and the postseason at this point?
Kevin, just about impossible. I mean, if you're already in position, the trap you can't fall into is easing up down the stretch and backpedaling into the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The 4th most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Number 1, the Nets.
And anybody who's a fan of defense has got to love this team. I mean, no one loves to see their name on top of that leaderboard as much as this coaching staff.
Curry against Green. Pass to Christopher. 1:33 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And here is Thomas. Down low. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his second basket of the night.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
There's the pass to Garuba. To the left side wing. The shot by Tate with no one around. Misses off the left iron. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, Simmons is a platinum-level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Passes it to Tate. Shot to stop the run. And he dunks it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A putback. And Simmons kicks to Curry. They shoot again. Rockets with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Rockets trail. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Christopher in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Pass to Simmons. Outside for Curry. The 11-footer. Here's Bridges. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Smith after Mikal Bridges' bucket. The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that one misses. Just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
Here's Harris, following the score by Houston. Finney Smith passes to Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. Bridges trying to free himself up. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. Up top, Porter. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Christopher. And there's the drive. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Takes a three. A shot that time, not on target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Martin against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Martin kicks to Porter. Three-pointer. Kept alive by Houston. Kaminsky off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
Bridges outside. Not going to go that time. Rockets leading by 6. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. On the wing, Johnson. They could use a bucket. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Yeah, guys. I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
The first one falls. So for the Nets, Royce O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Mikal Bridges. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, this kind of free throw shooting just leaves a coach shaking his head. I mean, they have been awful from the line this quarter.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Rockets making a switch here. Garuba's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Thomas passes to O'Neal. Clock at 4. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Back to Green. Outside, Porter. Johnson against Tate. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tate's only got his first points of the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
It's the Nets now. The Rockets making the shot. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Thomas. Here's O'Neal. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
The drive by Green over Thomas. Missed inside. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. After a solid second quarter, they built their lead to 8 at halftime. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half result from the Rockets?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've got. They're providing major contributions, especially the offensive end. It's taking a lot of pressure off this team. What a luxury to have a second unit like this.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Whatever they're trying to do on offense, it ain't working. If they have any chance of coming back in this one, they're going to have to be more methodical in their approach. Talent without discipline will never result in sustained success.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets, setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Martin kicks to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Rockets. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Poked loose. Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. Clock is at 3. Here's Johnson. That 3 off the mark. Green against Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Inside, Green's energetic play makes him really hard to contest without fouling. The defense's best effort turns into a foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shots.
That's good from Green. Both free throws good from Green. Nets trail by 12. Dinwiddie kicks to Finney-Smith. And there's the pass to Johnson. And here is Bridges. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes it to Martin. Dinwiddie against Porter. Back to Martin. That shot no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick. and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
Here is Porter after the basket by Brooklyn. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Dinwiddie with it. Şengün covering.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Martin dishes to Smith. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Another miss by Houston. Nets trail by 10. Inside, here's Claxton, and he slams it one-handed.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Oh, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Pass to Garuba. And stolen by Simmons. Outside Curry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. And no good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's Christopher. He has 5. Pass to Tate. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. 2 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the Nets with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
Free throw good, Thomas. And the Rockets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the pass to Christopher. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Christopher, guarded by O'Neal. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
O'Neal passes to Curry. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Here's Christopher. He's got 7. Two seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
Josh Christopher. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. So it's Houston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute.
20.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets trail by 11. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the small forward. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Martin. After the basket by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green, rebounded by the Nets. Bridges got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here is Harris. In the corner, O'Neal with it. That one a little long. Rockets leading by 9. Smith dishes to Porter. He kicks it to Green. Passes it to Şengün. To the middle, trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Nice D from Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Houston Rockets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bridges kicks to Harris. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Harris has got his first basket.
You know, what nice touch that time on the floater. I mean, you can tell Harris is comfortable going to that shot when the opportunity is there.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Nets trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Claxton. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Porter. Outside for Martin. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Porter. Throws it up high. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That one falls.
Sometimes Green just makes it look so easy.
Nets trail by 11. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. A 3-ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Green's got 9 points here in the second half.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now, here's Johnson. Pocket 6. Dinwiddie wide open. The good-looking shot from the wing. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Outside, Green. Houston moving the ball around. Outside, Porter. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort. Pays off for the Rockets.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jabari Smith.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Porter against Dinwiddie. Outside, Porter. So we see Houston taking the W here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.